Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. We're here on Kasserine Pass. I'm in the FV4202P, the Tier 8 British Premium Medium Tank. And it is rapidly becoming one of my favourite tanks. It's not as, I wouldn't have it up there with the Comet. I think the Comet is definitely my favourite British tank. But this is certainly charming me a lot since I've started replaying it and since it got the buffs. It is probably better now at its tier than it was when it was a tier 10. Its initial incarnation as a tier 8 was pretty poor. It was very sluggish. It had very poor performance on poor terrain or on hills and very low top speed. And the turret armour left a lot to be desired. They've buffed the speed and they've buffed the turret armour as far as I can see. Now the Comet isn't as good as I remember it, turret wise. The gun mantle in the Comet was godlike when I played it. Now I don't know whether that's because they have nerfed the gun mantle of the Comet. I can't remember in the various changes over the years. It's been a while since I played it until I restarted recently. Or whether it's just power creep. You know, some of the older tanks just been left behind by the power creep of various mediums and things like that. Now, I am actually horribly overexposed here. I've pushed forward too far. And I'm vulnerable to being shot at from both sides. And I push forward in here, kind of with the view to helping these guys with the Sheridan. And to maybe help them push forward as well. That Sheridan was being really cocky, and he's basically getting away with quite a bit, and he's gone after our light tank over on the other side of the map as well. However, this isn't a great location sometimes to push forward from. You have to be a bit careful, and the enthusiasm, should we say, with the Allies mightn't be as great as I might have anticipated. So I decided, okay, let's go back. I'm also a bit worried about the situation on the eastern side of the Wadi. Sheridan is coming through for another pass, and I don't know, I must have bounced that one off his tracks, but if he lets me ram him, I'm going to ram him. And that gets me the Kamikaze, because that's a tier 8 taken out at tier 10. Admittedly, it's a medium tank taking out a light tank, and I'm on very low health at that. But I don't think it cost me any small amount of hit points. 39 hit points all told. That's quite a cheap price, really cheap at half the price. So we have two tanks here up against at least three. And it's one of the things I really like about this tank. It's very good for sort of poking over a ridgeline like that and snapping off a shot. And one of my allies is gone, and the other one of my allies is gone. So I'm alone here with an IS-7 and whatever that light tank is. And there may be a medium tank, I think, visible earlier on. So I'm pulling out. I'm getting out of here before the IS-7 realizes that I'm alone and engages me in close quarters discussion about who's actually in charge around here, and then the light would join in and that would be the end of it. M103 puts one into my tracks but without doing any damage. Now somebody managed to set the IS-7 on fire. I've taken another chunk of health out of him, and then the Woozy 132 comes after me, and this is nasty. And he locks my turret, and I bounce a shot from in front as well, from the IS-7 I presume. And I'm tracked, and this could get very painful very quickly, but he bounces that one, which is great, and I put that one, well, don't do too much damage, but no damage that one time again, and I managed to get that one into the engine, so that's going to slow him down a little bit, and taking fire. Yeah, I'll put another one in, and one of my allies finishes him off, which is a bit of a relief really, because I couldn't really afford another hit. Snap one off there, but I don't think it had any effect. Now I don't know if that IS-7 is dead or alive. He didn't rejoin us, and there's a tank destroyer over there. I hadn't spotted him earlier on. It would be really nice if artillery actually decided to take an interest in that tank destroyer. So I'm losing the spot, but every time I stick my nose up, the tank destroyer spots me, or somebody's spotting me, probably the tank destroyer, because I don't see the light tank below. There's still a light tank in play, but I don't know its current location. There's a medium tank still out there too somewhere as well, but I haven't seen it. And the SU-122 is, well, he can't see me at the moment, and I put a round into him, but as soon as I fire, I'm spotted again. And there's another tank destroyer down there, but I don't think he is in a position to engage me. A spot has dropped again, and see if I can see that SU-122. No, it isn't turned up. Don't know. Again, I'm still concerned about that IS-7 because I don't know whether he's dead or alive. I haven't seen any hiding or hair of him, and he may have been killed. I didn't spot it on the kill screen. That Waffenträger is not visible to me, and therefore I'm going to push forward. I know that the IS-7 is a one-shot kill as long as I don't have to shoot the front of him. But then so am I. Oh well, c'est la vie. And there is the Indian Panzer. We've put a round into him. Not quite finished him off. 8 hit points left. And I'm waiting for the reload. He's taken out. And nobody else has turned up. There's a heavy tank left. There is the SU-122. And he's in pretty good nick, but he's unaware of my presence, I think. I think I can safely say that the IS-7 is probably dead. I surely would have seen him by now. So this guy is actually tracked, which means that tracking shot was a waste because it did nothing to track him. But the fact that he tries to turn around to face me, well, I could easily stay behind him, but it exposed him to flanking shots from my allies. Nobody left on this side. There's one. That's it. Game over. So we had, well, I suppose we didn't have too bad a game. We did a nice amount of damage and a reasonable amount of assisted damage. And let's see how it all turns out. So 50,000 silver plus a first class mastery, 2,600 regular damage, 795 assisted damage, and a kamikaze. And we came number 1 by experience. We come number 1 by experience in a field that is a fair number of tier 10 tanks. Now the tier 10 tanks in our team actually did reasonably well, but still, it is possible. If you take the opportunities that arise and you, I suppose, don't take unnecessary chances or more unnecessary chances than you have to do well at bottom tier. Just requires, I suppose, a bit of patience and a bit of opportunism. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, a share. Feel free to comment. And if you've not already done so, please subscribe because that really helps it out. And once again, I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.